Is the Nissan Kicks the best commuter car in its class? Well, I'll let you be the judge. I'm Skinny, and today we're here at Midway Nissan to take a look at the Nissan Kicks and what an amazing, well-rounded vehicle it is for your daily drive. And best of all, it's got a fantastic starting price. Let's go take a look at what this Kicks has to offer. All right, so you're in the market for a commuter vehicle. You travel every day to work, there and back. You're probably under 100 kilometers round trip, and you're looking for something that's stylish, comfortable. It's got some features, but it's not a luxury vehicle. But best of all, of course, it's fantastic on fuel. And that's why the Nissan Kicks, in my opinion, is arguably one of the best commuter cars. It fits all those criteria into this amazing platform. All right, let's talk about the basics. Underneath the hood of the Kicks, you get a 1.6 inline four-cylinder engine. It's not going to get tons of horsepower, but again, that's not the point. This is your commuter vehicle. But what you do get is 7.1 liters per 100 combined fuel economy, which is fantastic for your daily commute, for your weekend trips to IKEA or Home Depot, the grocery store. This thing is going to save you a ton on fuel, but it's still got pick up and go on the highway. You're not going to be struggling to pass cars. Now, the Kicks is only a front-wheel drive model. They don't have an all-wheel drive version. If you want something like that, you're going to have to go up to the Qashqai. But of course, keep in mind, with all-wheel drive, you are going to spend more, and this car is perfectly capable in the snow if you have a good set of winter tires on it. So there are 3 trim levels of the Kicks. There's the S, the SV, and the SR like we have here. Now, what's important to know is that you don't compromise safety if you go to a lower trim level. The S model Kicks comes standard with forward emergency braking with pedestrian warning, rear cross traffic alert to alert you when you're backing up if there's anything coming from the sides. It's got rear emergency braking, so if you're backing up and you just don't see something, it will actually brake for you so you don't hit that pool behind you. It's got lane departure warning and blind spot warning as well. So this standard safety suite in the Kicks is absolutely phenomenal. Now, features you get on higher trim levels like the SV are heated seats, heated steering wheel, a little bit bigger touchscreen display. On the SR model that you see here, we now have fog lights and LED headlights. So there are some additional features that you get when you go up in the trim levels. But again, the S model, fantastic. My value for buck, SV is personally going to be the best value if you're looking for that all-around, well-rounded commuter vehicle. So let's talk about the styling on the Kicks. Let's start right here with these headlights. These are redesigned for 2021. They're a little bit slimmer. They have a chrome piece in here. And then of course on the SR model, you get the upgraded headlights to LED headlights. Now moving down, we've got this nice inlet here. It's a fake air inlet, but it looks nice. It's in that gloss black. And then with the SR model, you do get the fog lights as well. Coming around to the front, we have that traditional Nissan V-Motion grille, kind of comes down here in the shape of a V, but then you have this gloss black V-Motion grille as well, which is pretty sharp. I think they've done a really nice job on the styling. Nice big grille at the front. I love that look. It's got the old school Nissan logo. They haven't gone to the new style yet, but I'm sure that's coming soon. And then down below, you've got the nice chrome piece here with some flat black plastic as well. So overall, it's a sharp looking car. The hood sits up nice and high. It's got a good, bold appearance. All right, so wheel choices for the Kicks, pretty simple. The S model comes with a 16-inch wheel with a hubcap. The SV model and SR model feature this 17-inch wheel. And then if you go to an SR Premium, you not only get black 17-inch alloy wheels, but you get some black accents on the car as well. In my opinion, the SV and SR have the greatest value. I like the look of this kind of aluminum look with that dark chrome insert there. Okay, so checking out the side profile, you can really get a feel for how big, or rather how compact this Kicks is. It is based off the Versa Note platform, so it is not a big vehicle by any means, but when we get around to the back, you'll see it's still got lots of trunk room. Now, taking a look at the SV and SR model, they do come with color-coded door handles, so if you have a red car, you have red handles. This one features the two-tone roof option, which I really love. The contrast from the red to the black roof is super sharp, and you can see it has that floating roof design. So right back here, it has this black plastic, making it look like that roof is really just kind of floating in midair, which I like. I think it's a sharp look. And then coming around the side, we've got the black plastic here, the black plastic under the door trim, but then again for 21, they've added this kind of silver piece here. Makes the car a little bit sharper. Now, a lot of people ask, when did they put the black recycled plastic? Really simple. These are high traffic areas for stone chips, and they don't want it hitting metal where it's going to rust. This plastic doesn't rust, so that's why they put the black recycled plastic on the cars. So coming around the back, this is probably my favorite spot on the Kicks. I absolutely love the taillight design that starts from that rear fender, wraps all the way around, and now they've got this beautiful red piece that goes right into the Nissan logo and continues along to this side. I think that whole look just kind of really encompasses that back, makes it look completely finished. It's not broken at all. Now, not a big fan of this rear wiper. I'd like it at the top, but you know what? I'm not gonna be that picky. The Kicks logo at the back is nice and chrome. You've got this plastic piece here, and then right below, you've got this simulated diffuser at the back, which looks really sharp, gives it kind of a sporty look, and finishes off that bumper rather than just kind of closing it up and being plain and normal. They added some accent here to really make it look sharp. Now, while we're back here, let's take a look at the trunk, because I promised we'd show you the cargo area, and there's lots of room back here. What I like about it is it's super deep. It actually goes down about 3-4 inches here, and then gives you a lot of cargo room here. So if you have bigger boxes, you're not limited because it's a smaller vehicle. You've got lots of room back here. Really quickly, if you want to fold these seats down, just pull the pin and push them forward, and then you've got almost a perfectly flat surface here to lie down some bigger boxes, hockey sticks, whatever it might be. You got lots of room there to do that. Underneath the mat, we do have a spare tire. Some of the competitors don't come with that, so that might be something important to you as well. But you're definitely not limited to space in the size, even though it's based off that Versa Note. Lots of cargo room. All right, so hopping in the back seat, there's lots of room back here. I'm about 5'8", 5'9". I got lots of room in front of me, and this seat is moved all the way back. Headroom, no problem. So if you have some teenagers that may be occasionally traveling with you, maybe you're just going out to the restaurant or something, no problem. They can hop back here and they're perfectly fine. Again, keeping in mind the context, we're talking about a commuter vehicle. This is not your trip car that you're going to go to Ottawa, Montreal, and Niagara Falls with. This is your daily driver that maybe the kids hop in the back for that occasional trip. Now back here we do have 2 USB ports, so if you have younger kids, you can keep their iPads charged up. Maybe they're the kids you have to drive around in the back seat to put them to sleep at night. I don't know. But there's lots of room back here. There's a little bit of convenience. Seats are comfortable, and you actually sit up nice and tall. It's stadium seating, so you've got a good view of the road. It'll prevent motion sickness if you are on, let's say, a little bit longer drive. All right, so hopping in the front seat. Front seats, very comfortable, I gotta admit. They've got all the right bolstering, feels really good. Now the SV and SR model features kind of quilted pattern. It's also got some contrast stitching to kind of spruce up the interior. SV SR model also feature heated front seats. So again, that's why I kind of placed that SV model in the best bang for buck. You also get a leather wrapped steering wheel that's heated too in the SV model and SR model. So again, if you're looking for just bare features, kind of the basic stuff, but all the safety and everything, an S model, fantastic choice. But if you want to go just that little bit nicer, spoil yourself just a little bit, the SV and SR are great choices. Now, speaking of the steering wheel, it is a D flat bottom steering wheel, which is super sporty. I actually like that in this car. Kind of makes it fun to drive. You've got all the buttons on the steering wheel for obviously your radio, your Bluetooth, and your digital display. Now the SR model has an extra button for the intelligent cruise control. So if your daily commute is all highway and it's a little bit maybe strenuous, or you're just kind of lazy, intelligent cruise control, good way to go. So the SR model and SR Premium feature that control. All right, so let's talk about the interior, the infotainment, the button control, how things are laid out. First, let's get it started here. The push button is right beside the shifter. It's a great spot for it. I don't always like it up on the dash. I think it's quite convenient here. Now, you also have on the SV trim a remote starter built into the 1984 Nissan key fob. They haven't changed this thing in so long. I guess if it's not broke, don't fix it. So push lock, push and hold remote start, and then it'll start up for you, which is great for hot and cold climates. Let's face it, cool it off or warm it up, doesn't matter, right? Now, the infotainment system, as I mentioned, on the SV and SR models is an 8-inch touchscreen. It's very well laid out. On the S model, it's a 7-inch. It's a little bit smaller, but in all honesty, apples to apples, it's not a big deal whether it's smaller or bigger. It's kind of all the same. It is a touchscreen control. You can slide it just like your iPad. It's the system that Nissan's had for the last 4 or 5 years. And again, if it's not broke, don't fix it. It's in great condition. It works very well. It's very easy to use. The SV model features climate control, so you can set it just like the thermostat in your house to whatever temperature you like. It'll adjust the fan speed automatically. Not something you would see in a vehicle of this class, so I do like that. That's something the competitors don't have. Heated seat controls are right beside, a good spot for them. It all makes sense. Now down below here, we've got your electronic parking brake and your auto hold button. So a lot of people ask me, what is the auto hold button? Well, it's really cool. If you have that engaged, when you pull up to a stoplight, and the car is stopped, you can take your foot off the brake. It'll hold the vehicle there until you apply the gas pedal. It's very, very, very convenient. Cars are making people so lazy nowadays, but I'm loving it because I'm a pretty lazy person. So I like the auto hold feature just as much as I like the intelligent cruise control. So the intelligent cruise, it just basically, when you put cruise control on, it keeps a distance between you and the car in front. So that way you don't always have to jump off cruise and hit the brakes while people are slowing down. A nice little creature comfort like I mentioned. Now, sorry, going back to the infotainment system, you do get a Bose stereo option in the SR Premium model, which will also feature speakers in the headrest. Don't worry, they're not too loud. They're not going to make you deaf. It's just, you know, that nice little amplified sound, the higher tweeter notes, those are all in your headrest. Really nice, kind of cool, immersive sound system. And it's Bose in the SR Premium. Otherwise, you just get a 6-speaker system, which, again, is perfectly fine. It's going to play your music well. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto are standard even on the S model. Also, you get satellite radio on the SV model. So a lot of ways to enjoy your digital music. You'll be very happy with that system. The shifter, nice and tight, nice and small. Actually, it's pretty cool. Like, again, not your traditional Nissan shifter that you normally see. So it kind of keeps things sporty. You've got a nice gloss black finish down the center here. A nice kind of textured, almost leather-like steering wheel here with some contrast stitching. And then the same material here up on the dash. Now, the only thing that I note is kind of strange is that orange stitching here, gray stitching here, orange stitching here. So, I mean, that's probably just going to depend on the color choice that you choose. But that's the only thing that I would note that's kind of a little bizarre. One thing that I do like as well is the dashboard here. Your gauges are half digital. I say half digital. The speedometer is your traditional analog gauge. But then over to the left where you normally have that tachometer gauge that is completely irrelevant in a car that's not a sports car, can now be changed to show your fuel economy, the radio station. There's a number of different things you can change it to, which makes a lot better use of these gauges than the old school tachometer that you would normally see. Now, I'll finish the inside by saying you do get an auto dimming rear view mirror. It sounds silly, you would just think it would have that, but a lot of vehicles in this class don't have an auto dimming mirror. You got to flip it. Is it a big deal? No, but again, I'm lazy. I like that. So again, when you're talking about a commuter vehicle, I said that this is the best bang for buck, and that's why. You get some of these creature comfort features that you would normally have to pay quite a bit of money for, but they come standard in just like an SV model of the Kicks. And that's why this bang for buck, the way they've packaged this car, really makes sense. If you need a vehicle to go to A, to B, and sometimes C, this is a great, great vehicle for that. Tremendous value. And the only thing I can't show you is how nice the Kicks drives. It really is nice. That 1.6, it's responsive. It'll go. And the handling on the car is super nice as well. And I can't show you that. So the best thing you can do is you can come and test drive this Kicks. Take it out for a good drive. Experience how nice this car is for the money you're spending. And I think you really will agree that it is tremendous bang for buck. And the best place to come to drive this, I'll be quite frank, is right here at Midway Nissan in Whitby. They're absolutely fantastic. The staff here, you won't see kind of a cool, energetic vibe in any other store. These guys here have it clicking, and they're super fun to deal with. I totally recommend coming to check out these guys. They will set you up and make sure you are extremely happy and have a great experience here at the store. All right, so I saved the very best for last. Let's talk about the MSRP. So the S model, the entry level, starts at under 20 grand. $19,898 gets you in to a Kicks S. That's fantastic. That is super low. Now, an SV model, the best bang for buck in my opinion, is $22,898. That's still well below most of the competition out there, especially when you consider remote start, heated seats, heated steering wheel, all those advanced safety features, that nice 8-inch screen, like amazing value on an SV. And then the SR that you see equipped here runs to about 25 grand, especially if you get that premium package. But SV model, fantastic. SR, if you want to treat yourself, go for it. Even the S model still has lots of great features for that daily commute. So get your bang for buck and buy a Nissan Kicks. I mean, absolutely phenomenal value. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed taking a look at this Kicks, and I hope this just becomes your commuter vehicle for you and your family. I am Skinny, and I'm here at Midway Nissan. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and happy car shopping.